Okay, shall I wait?
Sorry?
Shall I wait or it's ready?
Yes, we're. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. Okay, now let's get it started.
Okay, can I start now?
Oh, sorry. Good evening,
Okay.
everyone. Thank you so much for joining Britzone classes, Britzone Speaking Academy tonight. Uh, it's me, Nugroho, speaking as the MC for tonight's class. But before we start the class, I would like to give you some information that might be important for you guys. Hi, Britzoners. Uh, Britzone, as one of the largest English community in Jakarta, has several values. We are young empowerment, we're free, open platform, volunteering, English education, and community. We have during this pandemic era, we still serve you several online classes. It's 3 online classes in a week. The first one is Tuesday online class. We start at 7 p.m. We focus on public speaking like debate, speech, interview, etc. And Wednesday online class, we start at 7 p.m. We touch all of our skills in English through the class series, such as listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And last but not least, Saturday online class, we start at 11 a.m. We bring various topics for weekly talks to encourage speaking. And we have several social media. Stay connected with us through our social media. We have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and also website. On our Instagram, don't forget to follow us on Britzone ID and stay updated with our social media. And in our Facebook Britzone, our YouTube, we are currently live on YouTube Britzone English Community, our Twitter Britzone ID, and website britzone.id. As a non-profit organization, we have several merchandises and also busy mart to raise the fund for our organization. First of all, we have Brizon merch. We have new arrivals such as mask, t-shirt, and also a lanyard. Be sure that you follow at Brizon merch so you can see all the new arrivals that we currently sell to you guys. And we are so grateful to be supported by Library of Education and Culture Ministry. Be a part of the modern library to access impressive 32,000 book collections, audio and video collection. And don't forget to follow its Instagram at Perpustakaan Dikbud. And we're also thankful to be sponsored by Atmago Application, a social network in Indonesia that help people to share neighborhood issue with its campaign Warga Bantu Warga. So if you wanna share some important information related to your environment and also your surrounding, you can download this application. It's available on Android and also iOS. So you can also from you can also access it from the website. So yeah, be the part of Warga Bantu Warga. And after the class, don't you leave early because we will take the class photos, and don't forget to give us feedback. bit.ly/Brizon virtual feedback, and the link will be shared through the WhatsApp group that we have. And yeah, that's all. So, without any further ado, please welcome our amazing conductor. She's currently in Milan, Italy right now. Woo! It's like 1,000 kilometers away from Indonesia, and thank technology for making this come true, so we can still stay connected even though we're so far in distance. Please welcome our amazing conductor, Kak Rida. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. How are you guys?
We're good. We're fine.
Okay, cool. So let me share the presentation for a moment. Okay. Okay. All right. So today I'm going to just like do a sharing, and we learn together here. So here the topic today is going to be why is branding beyond marketing. So may I ask you to kindly maybe turn on the camera so that probably I can also see like a how's your reaction and everything. So I'd really appreciate if you could like turn on the camera. And first thing first, like thank you for introducing me, Tra. So yeah, I'm Ridha, and I'm currently studying in Milan. And I take strategic communication as my master program here. And it's been almost a year I lived here, and yeah, I'm going to finish in hopefully next year. So yeah, and I was one of the Britzone committee when it was 2017, I guess. So I really missed that moment because that time when I was still live in Jakarta, and like uh, it was it was wonderful. Like after office, I could come to the Kemendikbud library, and it's been like after we work and we met the you guys in the and we could like learn many things from the community. So I'm so blessed to meet the breeds on that time, and also yeah, and I would also say that like 3 years ago, probably if I would compare like that time, I was 1,000 not as confident as now. I would say like I was pretty shy. Now I'm still shy, I would say, but compare like 3 years ago, I would say Britzone has a big impact in my life. I would say because we are surrounded by people that always encourage us to learn. Like it's okay to make mistakes, and it really helps us to grow. So thank you, Britzone. Well, here I would say here we are here to learn together. So it's not about like I deliver the materials and then I don't want to lecture, like I don't want to do a lecture, but it's more about like a sharing. And I also want to learn something from you guys. So I really hope that we can do more interactive session this time. Okay, so first, we can start from these questions, and I would like some volunteers to probably give some opinions about it. So, what do you think these companies like willing to expend billions of rupees for changing the logo? Will anyone try to answer? You can turn on the microphone anyway and try to respond.
Maybe I want to try to answer
All
your
right.
question about this one.
Who's speaking? Sorry.
My name is Nathan.
Hi, Nathan. Okay, so what do you think about it?
Okay, I think these companies expend billions of rupiah not only for changing the logo, but of course changing the brand identity, about the company value itself, and so many things that relate in branding. So not only the logo, but the whole strategy about the branding itself. Thank you.
All right. Who else have another opinion? Come on, guys. It's okay. Just what comes up on your mind.
Can I try?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, maybe, well, they spend like a lot of money on it because they want to look current, because they want to look new, and they want to keep a very good engagement with their with the audience, of course.
All right.
And then yeah, I think like the most important thing is, I guess, about the what is it, the engagement.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you for helping me to answer. So, yeah, now I have another question. Like, why is it so easy to ask, like, let's say we have a friend, like maybe a designer, and like we ask him or her, like, can you make this logo? And we ask them for free. And have you
I
ever did
understand.
so?
No, I don't ever.
Never.
Yeah, so it happened. It happened like quite often. But looking at this, maybe we can try to, try to respect when we have a friend. Like, let's say he can do a design. Maybe she or he can also create a logo also. So we don't uh, we don't have to like underestimate, like, you just make a logo, it's easy, you can do it like a night. But really, for a company, it's really uh, it's not something simple. So branding is not only about the logo. Hold on. So branding itself, it's not only a logo. So brand is not only simple logo, name, or design. So it's a common mistake if people just like over there, people just think that it's only limited on those things. But yes, like when we think about brand, we could see the logo, the design, the product itself. Maybe we can see how they also create the website, the user experience, how they can also define the name. But it's only something that we can see, like in a like an, let's say an iceberg is something that we could see on top of the like on the on the water. But then when we see a deep inside, it's something complicated right there. So it's actually like the company want to pay like a billions of rupees because they they want to like create an authentic personalities. They want to be more consistent, and they try to create a better promise for their customers. They create a stronger values probably, or maybe try to rejuvenate them. And also it's also about how to build strong relationship with the customers. So okay, maybe the company asks for like changing the logo and brand identity, but it costs billions of rupees because they buy something like something for long term, something that maybe they bought it for, let's say, 4 billion rupees, but then they want to multiply it into, I don't know, like 1,000 times from the capital of changing this stuff. So branding is really complicated thing. It's really interesting to learn about it. So now, what do you think a brand is, and what makes it different from marketing? Any of you would try to give your opinion? What do you think a brand is, and what makes it different from marketing? Because there's a branding, there is a marketing. Well,
Mm.
what makes it different?
Well, branding is brand is who you are, and marketing is how you introduce yourself to others.
Okay.
Maybe I want to try answer again. May I?
Sure, sure.
I want to try to answer what makes branding different from marketing.
Okay.
Brand is something you are not able to change, and marketing you can change it. So if you have a marketing strategy and it's not right to your target market, you can just try to change it, but you can change your brand itself so easily. So maybe
All
it's
right.
make different from marketing and branding.
Okay, thank you so much for your opinion. Any others want to try? I will give another hint here. So any of you want to try to answer or try to help me to explain this picture?
I want to try.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, in my opinion, what makes
Mhm.
it different between brand and marketing, like brand is like our identity, like it's a lifetime identity of our shop or even their corporate. So yeah, it's not just a week or a month or a year. So that's why a brand is it's a very lifetime, and
Mhm.
marketing will support it to be identity as ourselves or their corporate. That's my opinion. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Danny. So any others, anyone want to also help me to explain this picture probably?
I think
Could I?
Munef wants to answer.
Huh?
Me,
Munef.
Yeah,
Mira.
okay. My is yours. You could, yeah.
Hello, I'm Mira.
Yes, Mira.
Okay. Maybe I want to help you to explain this picture. From this picture, we can see maybe branding is uh you creating the image of yourself, and brand is the way of someone seeing you, while marketing is how you sell yourself. Like branding is something that someone see from you, and marketing is something that you like something that you say about yourself to others. I think that's
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly correct, and it's also the same as Dimita, I think. Also explained the same way. Yes, it is. So, so branding itself is like what comes up on customer mind about you. So it's it's not easy, right? To like make someone who is like even haven't met us yet, someone who hasn't met us yet, but then um she or he could give a certain impression to us, but then uh, it's also what will people say about you to other people. So it's about how we can, when talking about branding, it's like how we can make people try to recommend us, try to uh, say something either good or bad about us. So it's not about how we tell about yourself. So like this picture, like, okay, I'm a good person, let's say, when it's the one who stated, uh, let's say, like when we see advertisement, maybe once or twice we can just like ignore it, right? Maybe we couldn't like, after a couple times we may be okay, let me try. But then let's say we have a friend who, let's say, use a certain skincare brand, and then some, our friend tell us, hey, this brand is quite good, you can try. When our friend try to tell this to us, we could like absolutely like the chance for us to try next time is greater rather than when we see advertising for the first time. So that's how important it is to create a branding. So it's about like brand itself belongs to not be, it doesn't belong to the company, but it belongs to customers' mind. So let's say when we see this girl, when talking about marketing is like about we give an impression from something what we see. So let's say we see for a product, let's say we see it from the advertisement, we see it from their service, uh, well, maybe from more into like advertisement or uh, from the promotion. So like this girl, we maybe first time we met her, we will judge her like she has a sporty looks, nice smile, and she looks active. But when it comes to branding, it's like you really know her. You like you already know her personalities and what values she brings in. So yeah, so maybe we can like after we know her better or know this brand better, um, if we could build such a trust where when this trust gets higher and higher, we could also lead them in as loyal customers, and these loyal customers will be more valuable. Let's say when it often happens, right? When we, let's say in our city, I don't know, in a little town, I would say in a little town like my town, Kudus, let's say. So it's like maybe there was a one restaurant just opened. Well, they try to promote something in the beginning, but then yeah, some people try to come, but then after 3 months, people didn't come anymore, and that's maybe probably they just rely on marketing. But when it comes to branding itself, they're not only pay attention on the what is it like only create some promos, but they also try to create how they really create authentic menu, let's say. So how they set up the places, how they will try to communicate with their customers. So they try to also educate their waiters, their staff. So it's totally different when it comes to when we're talking marketing and branding. So that's why the branding itself is like building the foundation of the business itself. So branding is more into why the product or why the um, service exists. But then the marketing is about how to promote it. And branding is something that is long term, and marketing is something that is short term. That is exactly mentioned by our friend before. And also branding is something strategic. So yeah, because it's also related to the long term thing. So it's something that will make the business move forward, but also but then when we talk about the marketing, it's more tactical. So we can, let's say, okay, we try this advertisement, but when it doesn't work, we can change it. So it can easily be changed, but when it comes to branding, it has to be consistent. Like, let's say we have a friend, and then suddenly her personality change. Like today she's like very cheerful, and then tomorrow, I mean, let's say she suddenly like I don't know, she hates you suddenly. So it's kind of we will feel awkward, right? So that's why when it comes to branding, it's supposed to be consistent. And yeah, branding is also about better understanding who you are. So about understanding about ourselves. So branding is not like when it comes to marketing, it's like we try to tell everyone who we are. But then when we try to build a branding, we try to analyze ourselves. So what's my potential? Let's say, what's your potential? What's something what we can do? What's our dream? What's our goal? So branding itself could, so that's why the branding itself can be applied in many things. So let's say here. So commonly it's applied for product and service. So let's say we have a mini store. So mini store itself, like it has a certain personalities there. Like you can say it's a place where you can like a cute stuff with affordable price, and it's you from the first time you come enter the store, maybe you can feel like the feeling of like a Japanese thing, something like that. But then, yeah, it has to be it's supposed to have personalities in branding, and then we can also apply for people. So let's say we can see from Pak Ridwan Kamil, like the way he speaks as a politician, but the way he speaks to the public, what he tried to tell from the mass media, the language that he chose is part of his personal branding. And also maybe if we know about Harry Potter, of course, like something that we consume when we were kids that time. So yeah, it's also a brand. So it's not only movie, it's not only books, but it's a brand. We call it like a transmedia branding. So okay, it's from books, and then you move it into movie, and then you move it into merchandise, and also the characters and so on. So it's also a branding. And then the place, so it could be like a city branding, like in Jogja. So they specially create like the name of sorry, can I admit this? Ika is in the waiting room. Okay, so let's say the place like in Jogja, if you see the place, they try to put like the special letter, like Japanese letter, Japanese alphabet, something like that. So it's part of the branding, and also is also important for like the museum branding. So we can see it's not common yet in Indonesia, but here in Europe, yes, they really pay attention to it. But maybe we can start to see from like Museum Macan in Jakarta. And also for organization, like how can we think that KPK is like something that will help us to like remove corruption and everything? How can we trust them? Like, so this kind of assumption, this kind of something that makes us think that KPK will help us to make the corruption gone is because of the branding itself. So it's really applied in many stuff. So now mention one of your favorite brands, and brand here means could be like a product, could be people, could be place, organization, or anything you want. And tell me, why do you like?
Can I?
Sure.
Okay. One of my favorite brands and why I like it is McDonald's. I don't know, guys, you like McDonald's too or not, but in my opinion, why I like McDonald's because it's like McDonald's is their brand is like cheerful and welcoming us as a one of the I don't know, even McDonald's is a franchise from America, but they can, what we call it, they can apply our local traditional into their menu or into their services. That's why I love it. And like if I want to buy a fried chicken or burger, just in my head, just okay, I should buy a McDonald's. So I love it, McDonald's. Thank you.
Because the local approach.
Yeah,
So what kind of local approach that you notice?
Local approach and in my opinion, the quality that McDonald's bring to me, like I never see different tastes when I buy McDonald's in South Jakarta and I buy in Bekasi. Like they just prefer the good quality, so we never feel that it's different from McDonald's in South Jakarta. Like that's because they provide the good quality for us. for me especially, that's make me love that brand so much.
All right, thank you, Danny. So yeah, I would agree with you, but then I would say yes, it's part of the brand strategy of the McDonald's itself, like in terms of the like a local approach, because if you pay attention, like McDonald's in every country, they have their like the local menu. Like let's say here, they don't have like a rice. They don't have rice, and like in McDonald's, rice and chicken, they don't have it. But in Indonesia, because people like the rice and chicken, they sell it. Also, in let's say in India, they have like the burger, but with the certain seasoning, certain taste. Yeah, so like different. It's part of their big global strategy. So that's also how can they survive in different countries, and that's how the branding works. And it amazed me like that makes me also interesting to learn about this, about branding. So any other opinion? I saw Dicky or someone raised.
Okay, that's me.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay, sorry. Okay, my favorite brand is Honda ya. Honda motorcycle. The logo is wing ya.
Okay.
The wing ya. The wing refers to the wings of Greek goddess, the Nike goddess, the goddess of victory. So, gratefully, the Honda motorcycle is the best-selling vehicle in the world.
But is it the reason why do you like it? Why
The
do you
reason?
like it?
Oh, the design and the philosophy.
Okay, but do you ride the bike or the motorbike of Honda,
Yeah,
or do you have a
ride
certain
the bike.
experience? So what do you feel when you like? What kind of experience when you use this brand?
Oh, the Honda motorcycle is renowned for efficiency, ruggedness, robust.
Okay, so you spend less
Reliability.
for like the gas and everything. You
Yeah.
think? Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go on. Okay, so why do you think people are willing to pay more for a brand? Can someone try to
May I try?
share their opinion? Yeah, sure.
In my opinion, why people are willing to pay is all about sometimes any brand give the customers or give us another experience. Maybe the product will be the same like the others, but for the experience, it will be totally different, right?
Okay.
That's all about my opinion.
What kind
Thank
of
you.
experience do you mean?
Maybe like
If
maybe
you have
like
an example.
maybe like for the example, the people like Gladfriendly always give the another experience in every his concert, like from one concert to another concert, he give the different experience to the audience, maybe something like that.
Okay, thank you, Israki.
Thank you.
Anyone want to try again?
Me, maybe I want to try again.
Okay.
Why do you think people are willing to pay more?
Who, me? Mira? Maybe because branding is how people seeing you. Maybe if you have a good brand, you can gain more than the money you pay. I think that's all.
Okay.
Pay more to gain more.
Pay more to gain more. What will you gain more? What do you think about gain
I
more?
mean, for example, like, what for example, a company, if they already have brand and a lot of people know, maybe a company who's selling something,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people know this company and like know their quality, and a lot of people what talking about it, and they want to have that kind of brand, then
Okay.
the company will get higher selling rate.
Okay. But I get the idea. So maybe let's say like this. So maybe you will have like such a, let's say when you buy a branded thing, let's say Apple
Yes.
smartphone. Well, you have a certain feeling inside, deep inside your mind, probably like you feel proud of it. Like not everyone can like afford it, probably something like that. And like you are part of the community, right? Like could be something of that. So yeah, thank you for your opinion, Mira. Anyone? I think I saw Dinita want to give her opinion.
Yeah, I mean, just adding from what Mira just said. So why people wants to buy a brand? I think it's about the prestige. So just like what you said when you said about Apple, there's a certain feeling when you have an Apple product with you, and then you would slightly feel better than the others. And then yeah, I think it also happens with Supreme brand. If you know, sometimes they even sell uh, silly stuff like a brick, but it has a Supreme logo
Yeah,
on it. But people actually buy
exactly.
it just because of the brand. They
Yeah.
made a very good what is it marketing and also branding on it. So yeah, I think it's also the prestige.
Yeah, and
Thank
also
you.
I saw many people like create a video about Supreme Mario a couple months ago or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
yeah,
true, true,
yeah.
true.
Yeah. But that's what happens. Like people want to pay, but why? Why they want to pay more for the brand? So thank you everyone for sharing your ideas, by the way. So overall, if we summarize, more or less, it's because people trust trust the story of the brand. So the story of the brand, the personality of the brand, and the values. Probably when we talk about like smartphone like we can say, I don't know, a Chinese brand like a Xiaomi, or probably we compare it with Samsung, let's say. Actually, probably there are some smartphone that has the same spec. But why you prefer to choose the, I don't know, this brand like the Samsung, prefer the Samsung rather than the Xiaomi, probably, or you prefer like Apple compared to others, because they tell it like you just prefer the certain story and you believe in it. Also, when we talk about like Pepsodent and Close Up, or with probably, I don't know what kind of toothpaste that you guys choose. Uh, any one of you like tried like Ciptaden, or I don't know any other brands? Like why you choose? Let's say any one of you choose Pepsodent here or
Okay.
use it
Yeah,
here.
consistently Pepsodent.
Why Santo? Why do you choose Pepsodent? Is it
Um, I don't know. I mean, the the advertising on the television is unique. I mean, it has its own taste. Like they have the tag. I don't know exactly what is the tagline, but they keep smiling on it. I mean, every toothpaste advertising has a smile on it,
yeah.
but it has a different taste on the advertising. And then
Okay.
um, the product, of course, it has a different texture.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
Thanks.
quality is different. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Different
For the-
texture. You you actually taste every toothpaste in Indonesia, Santo.
Well,
So you know the texture.
Well, frankly, yes, I did. I tasted close up. I tasted Chiptadan and
Oh my God.
other brand. I tasted, yeah, but I'm not really comfortable using that, so I got back to Pepsodent.
Well, thank you for sharing that
Yes.
you taste many toothpaste. But yeah, but that's exactly what happened. Maybe like you, like really you choose because of advertisement. Sometimes like we're not realized, like we don't realize that it's unconscious. Sometimes like okay, it's just like a habit. You buy it, and then maybe it's also because to me, maybe when I was in Indonesia, I also used this brand, but probably because it's like it's out of habit for me because like probably because my mom always bought me this thing when I was a kid until I grew up, so it sticks on me. So that's the idea of branding. Like it's not only about like advertisement, and we trust about the story. Yeah, probably it sounds silly like to sounds like to listen the tagline like senyum Pepsodent or like the smile of Pepsodent, and then probably also when we see the advertisement is like something that is like the teeth is like shiny or something like, but then it's not real, right? But when it keeps like when they try to like um, broadcast them, and then we are surrounded by them, and then slowly we will trust their story. Oh yeah, that's the brand that will makes our smiles better. I don't know, it like makes us like we invest in our smile, something like that. So yeah, but when we and also yeah, when we talk about like close up, when we could differentiate that the message they deliver is totally different. So the target is probably when we talk about Pepsodent, it's more into family, and probably when we grow up and we will still use it because of there is a like a the effect from it. But when it comes to like close up, probably the message is more into like, you know, when you see the talent in the advertisement is more into young people, and then they're confident, and it's more into fresh thing that they sell in their message. So and then you trust, maybe if you want something that can freshen up your mouth, you will choose this brand probably. So yeah, that's what branding stands for. And moreover, uh, aside from like people want to buy your brand because of because you trust like the story, personalities, and values. It's also because it's different and distinctive. So any one of you follow like this account Bapak ID, because I saw it's quite popular recently?
Not yet.
Not yet. No one.
I
No one?
just saw one Bapak ID because my friends have to uh, take it in her story, and
Okay.
is yes, and I think that a lot of tips and share about uh, be a good husband and to be a good father, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you think about that account? If you notice, if you open or you, I don't know, open some of their contents, what would you
Uh,
think about it?
uh, Maybe I want to share it to my father or maybe my future husband to read it.
Noted, Trah.
Who's that? Is he here?
So sorry,
Okay.
my internet connection is so bad, so I turn off my video.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. I would say like yeah, branding doesn't only belong to like a large company. This too is like I would say a local brand that we have. So Rabbit Hole here is a startup that sells some books for kids, and it's really unique the way they create their brand. I think I open it over here. Do I? Yes. Yeah, it's like, it's simple, but then like, because branding is about building a relationship with the customers, which is in this case it's like the moms. So they try to like share and like more into like sharing two ways of communication about like something that probably mom needs. So they are not only selling about the, what is it, the book, this product itself, but they try to really build a connection with the customers, with the moms. And when talking about the Bapak-Bapak ID, I'm really into their, it's also part of the brand. So here is also part of the, we can say that like a personal branding, but it's actually, it's a group of Bapak-Bapak. It's a group of daddies. Yeah, it's a group of daddies. Like actually, they try to, especially in some, they have some features, contents about like tebak-tebakan. So it's about the guessing, and it's pretty funny, and it's like, it's really amusing for me. But then they also have something that is like about the tips, but the tips is like not so serious. So it's like the, like probably out there they can like, here this account can show that they can show like a distinctive points. Like probably out there are already many tips or account that sharing about the same tips probably, but the way they deliver it, it's totally different. Like it's, they insert some jokes, they insert some silly things about the daddy's stuff. So yeah, it's yeah, it's what makes the brand interesting. And brand is also a promise for customers. So when we can see from like the Starbucks, so they're not actually selling coffee, but they sell moments of connection. So here's what I got from their brand book. So it's like yeah, they create the place, they create the ambience, they create connections. And a good brand truly understands like the target audience. So they already know like what kind of people will be interested to come in Starbucks. So yeah, probably the design savvy, cultivators, optimistic, like the characteristic of the people. And because of branding, we could define like the personality of our brand, the personality of the, so it's not only like a product, but then it's not only about coffee, but how will this coffee leave certain impression in our mind. So here, when they already define their personalities, let's say they are not arrogant, but they are optimistic, they are passionate. So here, when they already define their personalities, the way they deliver the communication on, let's say, on their advertising, their campaigns, they already like can define the do and the don'ts. So what kind of languages they can use and what kind of languages they should avoid. So what kind of images they should choose. So it will goes that way. It will, because it will so it's not a, so in, sorry, so it's, how should I say, like it will affect the way we think about this brand at the end, when we see like the way, like the toothpaste that we talk about, like probably the Pepsodent is talking more and more about the smiles, while the close-up is talking more about the fresh in the mouth, or every something like that. So when building the brand, the fundamental thing is to define the personalities, and we will do some exercise later on. So here I would also give one of example of my project last semester. So we did a project about like a movement in Italy, and we have to like create the brand personalities for them. So we try to create like, it's actually related to like a political movement, but it's not a party, but it's a movement. So here we try to create like we try to introduce that probably this movement can try to be the one that has some personalities as mentioned, like optimistic, more inclusive, and then open-minded. And there will be like a more into problem solving, listening to people rather than like try to provoking, and then try to be collaborative and not discriminative. And by knowing these personalities, let's say, we can try to create like a how the way we communicate later. So maybe this kind of movement was assumed like something that is quite serious and boring, but then we can try to change it and we can simplify. Let's say in this case we try to engage more young generations, so we have to speak in the way that in how the youth will in a more young, how young people will understand, how will the young people more relate to. So we try to like make it more minimalist, light, authentic, like the design and everything. Also we could also try later on like create some content narrative. So maybe we talk about some issues like heavy issues, but then we try to deliver in some fun facts, and maybe we can try to suggest them more into like TV series, or we can try to learn about this issue from this TV series or from this music from movies. So this is how the branding works, more or less. So now I would like you to all of you to choose one animal, and let's say which animal that will represent your brand. If let's say you want to build a brand, and any kind of brand could be yourself, could be like the personal branding of yourself, could be someone else, could be a branding of product or service. What kind of animal that will represent your brand? Now you could go to the bit.ly/branding exercise, and you will go to this page. And try to answer from, there is like a plus in the right corner. You can add. Can you access it?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to write your name and the name of the animal. bit.ly.branding. I will bit.ly.
There's the link in the chat box.
Oh,
I have shared the link on the chat box, so
okay,
everyone can
you.
copy paste. Oh, okay.
In the meantime, try to find the, no need to write it. I'll ask you and I'll choose and I'll ask you, why do you think that animal could represent your brand? Just the reason why you choose it. Okay, I'm still reading. So
Sorry, how to submit? I have written how to.
You have submitted actually, Dika.
Already.
We can see. Yeah, we can see
yeah,
it.
the bear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Maybe for some of you who are currently watching on YouTube, you can also join us.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
shared the link in the chat, live chat on YouTube.
Yes.
bit.ly branding exercise. Okay.
Thank you, Tra.
Thank you, Tara. Okay. Penguin. Okay. Okay, while probably some of you write them down, I'll try to choose one of you to tell the reason. Can I ask Santa Lucy, the bee? Hello, Santa Lucy.
Yes.
Hey. So what's your reason behind it? Like, why do you think that animal could represent your brand?
Because a few years ago, I want to make a children clothes brand, and I choose the bee for the logo
For the logo. Okay. But what makes you interested to choose the bee?
Yeah, because cute.
Yes, it's cute. Okay.
Yeah, the color is yellow and black. A good contrast for children.
Okay, so probably it's when we try to like introduce it to the kids, it's like something that eye-catchy for them, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still run the business about that with the B logo?
No, just planning for someone.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing. And anyway,
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And may I also ask, like, what makes the bee itself different and distinctive? Like, compares to others bee, what makes your bee special? So, for instance, like in this case, let's say we choose a dog, and maybe it's different because the dog that I will offer is the dog that is specially trained as a guide dog who can like guide the blind person, for instance. So what makes your bee special compared to other bee? Let's say just try to imagine, and it's okay. It's okay if you, like it's okay to have any idea. Do you want to think about it first?
I have no idea.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe you could try to think about it first as an exercise, and let me try to the others. Now, let me see. Can I try someone who wrote butterfly?
Hi.
Hi, Lou.
I'm sorry, I can turn on my camera because personal reason. Sorry.
It's okay. It's totally okay.
I choose butterfly because I love the philosophy.
What philosophy?
You know, before it become butterfly. It needs to metamorph. From something like that, Ridha.
Oh, that's really interesting reason, you know. Yeah. It's really good that you choose that one. But then what makes your butterfly different from the others? I mean, let's say all butterflies have a metamorphosis, but then what makes your butterfly different? If you could.
I imagine that my butterfly will make a tree have a good fruit because of it helps the flower what the sentence I forget, but yeah, I imagine that.
Okay. All right. And then who do you think will be interested with your butterfly?
Farmers, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, farmers. That's all?
Yes,
Okay.
that's all.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Lulu.
Yeah, thank you, Ridha.
All right. So who else? Let's try. Ismi, swordtail fish. Whoa. Swordtail fish, Ismi. Time is yours. What's
Okay.
the reason behind it?
When I choose swordtail fish, because as we know, the meaning of swordtail is ikan pedang.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it means why I choose this fish because this fish has a hard characteristic because as we know that she can fighting and she can survive for daily lives, of course. And then I think they're flexible in every water, every condition of water.
Oh, really?
So,
I just knew it. Okay.
Yeah. So the values about these animals, because if something happened with my business, my business can still survive. And I think because the meaning of the swordtail fish, it can be flexible about the condition about the condition with the current situation.
All right.
And I think that's all.
Okay, thank you. Wait, what makes your swordtail fish different from others? Because let's say there is a bunch of swordtail fish out there. What makes yours different? What makes your swordtail fish different? It's kind of tricky though, the question, because it's very specific, the swordtail fish. But what you can have any opinion about it if you have. Ismi, are you still there? Okay, is she gone? All right, we can continue probably. Okay, we can go on. Well, now it's time for the discussion time. So I think we will be split into some groups, and I think you guys will help me, right? And we will do a discussion about Britzone itself. So as a brand, we have to, like, the fundamental thing when we want to create a brand, we can try to start to define the personalities. So we can imagine if it is a person or if it is an animal, what kind of, probably it's better to make it as a person, like what kind of characteristic, what kind of personality this brand has. So let's discuss about the Britzone itself. As Britzone as a English community, let's say if you want to do a branding for Britzone, what will you do? So what will be the personality of he or she, if Britzone is a person, and what values he or she believes in, and what makes he or she different, unique, and distinctive, and who will be his or her target, and what's her promise or his promise for the audience or for the friend, if Britzone is a name of person or someone. Okay, so we can split into some groups, I guess. Would you mind to help me?
Okay, Rida, I think I will help you. Okay, since our participants are now only 18, so I think it's okay for us to divide you into 3 groups. In the room 1, it will be assisted by Santo and also Raki. In group 2, we have Kak Damita Mataram, and group 3 will be assisted by Devi and also Ramdhani. Okay,
And what time we should come back? Like we can
the
discuss
breakout room will be
everything.
in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Since our time is limited, so
Mhm.
because after the group discussion, we will go back to the main room and we will discuss about what we were talking
Yeah.
about in the group. So
Exactly.
let me divide you into several groups. And Kak Rida, you will be accompanied by me in the main room.
All right.
So we can chat, and all the people in the YouTube who are currently watching on YouTube can see us.
Okay.
Okay, well, wow, that's very interesting. You're really well prepared on your class. That's very amazing. I like this topic so much.
Thank you so much. No, really, I prepared it only one night, so.
Wow.
Well.
Anyway, because my position was as a business development in my job, and I'm
Really?
as a
Okay.
job seeker right now. I'm also currently active, applying for the marketing, and also our business development division is really related to my preference right now. So I can learn a lot about what branding is, and also I can learn a lot about marketing is, because yeah, as you told us earlier that marketing is about a tactic, and branding is about the strategy, or sorry if I'm strategy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, strategy, and marketing is tactic, because that's what I see, that's what I face when I was in my when I was in my job, and when I work, that the tactic will always be different. It depends on the market itself, it depends on the situation, and it depends on the needs and also demands of the clients itself. So
Yeah, exactly.
I
Also, like
never
the
see
people
from
who
this.
handle it. Also, like let's say you are in the like you got accepted in a new job and you have to continue a project that is from someone else. If
Yes.
you don't have like a something like guideline, so branding is like a guideline. So if you don't have like such guideline, people could also like try to change the way they assume the brand itself. So that's why the branding itself is so important. That's 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 what I think. So it's what makes branding is so interested to learn.
Yes, that's right. Because at first I thought that branding is also is just about the products. But it's
Yeah,
not.
it's a common mistake about the branding itself. But it's okay. Also, like I used to think that way before I learned. Yeah. So
Yes,
okay.
that's right. Anyway, can we see your next presentation, next slide? I guess
It's done.
the question about the
Which
question
question?
before
This
No. The previous. Sorry, the previous. Well, like why people willing
to
to
buy.
buy? Yeah. Nah, why do you think people are willing to pay more for a brand? In my opinion, I guess it's also because of the quality, right? For example, when we subscribe to Spotify or maybe Netflix, we usually for example Spotify, we can use it for free. We can still access for music on Spotify even we don't pay for it. But if we pay, we will get some features
Additional
that makes
features,
us,
yeah, services,
yeah,
yeah.
some features. Is it also people are willing to pay because of the force? Because sometimes or for all the other example like YouTube, if we use the YouTube for free, we will see ads advertisement in every video. But if we pay or if we subscribe to YouTube for what is it, yeah, if we pay YouTube like that, we will be ad free like that. So is it also true that people pay because of the force?
Because of the force.
Yes.
Actually,
What do you
it's
think?
not. Well, I want to answer the first thing first. Like you think it's because of like you subscribe the Spotify because of the quality? I would say like how can you even think that it has a good quality compared to others? That's how the branding works. Like you said it's
I
quality.
see.
That's how the branding could shape you to think that Spotify is better than other surfaces, or makes you like a
Other
part of
product.
the community. It makes you like when you have it, maybe you can talk to your friend, hey, there's this kind of playlist that quite interesting, do you want to check? Or I don't know, you are part of the community when you uh, subscribe to this. Also, like let's say you subscribe into Netflix, you can like discuss with some other people about it. Also you will think yeah, that's the branding works. Even it makes you think that it has a good quality. But then when it talks about like the force, branding is something like that makes you subscribe, like willingly subscribe without being forced. That's
I
how the
see.
branding works actually. So although you will like consider some stuff first, like let's say like yeah, some people would consider some stuff first in the beginning, but some others just willingly just subscribe without even a thing, and it's okay. I feel it's good for me and subscribe that. Yeah, but I would say also um, uh, it's I would say like about the subscription itself is part of the marketing strategy
Ah,
for the startup. So it's totally different thing. But when it comes to branding, it's something bigger. So it's about like shaping that you will think this way about this brand. It makes you cool. It makes you part of the community. It makes you blah blah blah. Something that comes up in our mind. But when it comes to like
oh,
makes you subscribe, like it's more into marketing strategy, and they
it's
like
marketing.
yeah, it's still part of the marketing.
Oh,
Even though like
I get it.
I say that marketing is more into tactical, but actually it could also be strategic when it comes to like when we plan marketing plan for a long term. We can still say it's strategic, but the it's different. Like when we talk about branding is try to shape something like to make it more authentic. It's like
Mm.
make it like branding is not about like try to lie to someone that this product is good, but you make this product is good,
Yeah.
really good. But
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. I see.
if you only rely on marketing, it's like you tell people, "No, this is good," but branding is not like that. You try, yes, it is good because it's good, not because you tell it it's good, but when you try the
Yes.
product, it's not that good. So
Yes, because it's truly good. Yeah,
hopefully,
why your class is branding beyond marketing. Wow.
we'll see. Yeah, because I'm interested into
Yeah.
this topic too.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe if I can imply to for example like Spotify, as I said earlier, that
Mhm.
maybe the branding of Spotify itself is the platform where we can learn where we can listen to a lot of music, albums, artists, whatsoever. That's the
Mhm.
branding itself. And then the marketing strategy is if we don't subscribe, if we don't pay for that,
Mhm.
uh we cannot play the song like
Yeah, we missed
what
the features, the
yeah,
additional
there are several features that we cannot use if
Mhm.
we don't subscribe and
Yeah,
we pay
exactly.
monthly like that. Ah, I
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
Wow, it's really enlightening.
Yeah, also for me when I learn about this thing.
Yeah, because sometimes when I am doing my job, we didn't we didn't talk about that theoretically. We just okay, now you work here. Yeah, just do what you have to do like that. Uh,
Yeah.
we never trained like theoretically that this is the branding, this is marketing. All we have to do is you sell, 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 and we get money, 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 and money.
Well,
Meanwhile, the quality.
that's what happens in the field. Like, yeah, it's the same to me. Like when I work that time, so it's pretty. Yeah, it's actually the same. Well, sometimes we need to like we don't need like really read the theory or something, but as long as like we know, like probably we read an article and get the concept or something, it's fine as long as we sometimes like try to learn something new from our surrounding. It shouldn't be something from like the textbook or so. Yeah.
Okay, I guess our participants are back.
All
Wow,
right.
it feels so quick, like only 10 minutes. We did really enjoy our conversation about this
I
topic.
hope.
It's amazing.
I hope.
Okay, we're still waiting for the other.
I can actually answer the question that Rida has asked several times about the branding and the animal though, because I chose a specific animal, a very specific one.
Yeah, would you tell us
Barn owl.
why
Yeah,
did you choose it? But I think because you're you always burn the midnight oil.
yeah, not really though. I don't really work at night. I work during the afternoon. Yeah, afternoon, evening. But during the midnight, I just wander all my thought and then think about wild thought and then ideas. Just be creative. I refuse to get sleep.
Ooh, you don't want to waste any time. Work.
Midnight is actually overthinking time, right?
Yeah, but do it
For
Overthinking.
positively.
several people.
Totally agree.
No.
But if you do it
No,
positively, it can actually benefit you.
night
Yeah,
is contemplating time.
True.
True.
contemplating.
Health
All
is
right.
important
Back to the
to
Okay,
topic.
control.
okay. Back to the topic. I
Okay.
think you guys are back from
The grave.
the breaking
Yes.
room. So you guys are on waiting main room right now. So shall we discuss about what they are talking about, Rida?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
Okay.
course.
Yes, sure,
So we'll
sure.
start first.
Yeah. Start from group one, Santo.
Group
Uh,
one.
was it Rizki though? Raki? Is it Rizki? Rizki Firda? Oh, no? Yeah, Rizki.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Okay, I'm from group one. Yeah, I will share the conclusion about the discussion. Yeah,
Okay.
for the personality is Britzone is I think Britzone is humble person or accommodating person. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, other various status or status is if you professional, you are employee, you are student, you can join in the bridge zone. Yeah. And the bridge zone is can confident it can boost your confidence, because in Britzone, you must be speak, must be listen, must be show up, yeah, yeah, so your confidence will be boost. Okay, and what the difference community, the Britzone is free of charge, no pay for the join, no pay for the study, no pay for the learn. Yeah, this difference, I think, the positive point for the Britzone. And what the target? Yeah, uh, yeah, the target is the Britzone. Yeah, all people can join in here. Yeah, student, college, employee, and professional can join and sharing the knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is this all the conclusion from group one.
All
Thank you,
right.
Rizky.
Thank
Okay.
you, Rizky.
Okay, you're welcome.
How about the group two?
Okay, from group 2, I'm going to ask for Nathan to do it. Nathan, would you mind? Thank you.
You are muted, Nathan. Unmute yourself, please.
Nathan,
Okay,
don't
if
forget to
Britzone is a
unmute.
person, how will it be? The first one is personality. Britzone will be a person that humble and generous. And the second one, what value he believe in. Britzone will believe in trustable, so everyone able to trust Britzone as a person to share everything they want to share. The third one is what makes he or she different, unique, or distinctive. Something that make Britzone different is we do not judge other by its cover. So everyone in this community accepted by everyone here. The fourth one is who will be his or her target. Britzone target is everyone that want to learning and growing together in this community. And the last one is what is her or his promise for them. Britzone promised to be open-minded to everyone who want to join here. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan.
That's amazing.
Great.
Thank you for group two. And the last group? How about the
Group
last
3,
group?
Ramdhani or Devi?
Ramdan. Ramdan. Halo. Oh ya. Ya udah. Okay. We will choose Lulu to present our discussion. Lulu, could you please?
Yes. From our discussion, we agree that. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we
Yep.
do.
Sorry. From our discussion, we agree that Britzone personality will be communicative, persevere, open-minded, easy to making plan, cheerful and friendly, and of course, good-looking. And for value, we believe that Britzone is a honest person, trusted, and we agree that Britzone is a caring person.
Okay.
And for unique as distinctive, we only have one because we run out of time. We agree that Britzone is open, so he or she is unique and distinctive because it's open, her openness.
Okay.
And that's all.
All right. All right. Thank you for sharing, Lulu. So thank you everyone for sharing your thought about how will be the how will Britzone be if Britzone is a person. So if I summarize from what you thought about Britzone, so probably it's a someone. If Britzone is a guy, let's say, it's someone who is quite up, like easy to mingle, and then quite open-minded, and then welcoming, and
Good
probably
looking.
yeah, okay, we shouldn't miss it. All right, the good-looking one, and probably this guy like believes that everyone deserves to be like, because it can boost the confidence, let's say, like everyone deserves to be encouraged, like we can support each other, something like that. And what makes it different, distinctive, is also because um, uh, also because it's like a try to be a community that try to be consistent, not charging the audience, but like sharing, always sharing a positive values without like charging the members, something like that. So this really good thing. And from the target could be like a some groups also mentioned about like the workers, could be students. So this guy could like try to be a friend of someone who want to learn English together, no matter like what level they were, like they are, yeah, something like that. And the promise is like, yeah, we can move forward together and learn together, grow together. So when it comes to branding, when we want to like create a brand, we could start from try to understand, like we can try to put uh, this brand shoes in a person. So we can try to imagine what kind of the personalities, the beliefs and everything, so that when we already create the personalities, we can define like what kind of language this brand will choose. Will it be like more into like more chilling or more serious, or what kind of, yeah, we have to define it. But first, before we define it, but first we have to know the personalities, just like a person. So probably that's all about today's discussion about branding. And I hope you get something from something meaningful, I hope, for today's session. Thank you very much, and probably uh, I would end from here. Thank you so much, and see you guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Rizki.
you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank you, Ridha.
Rida.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Have
We
a
learned a
Ridha.
lot of
wonderful
things in
week.
class.
Have a wonderful week for you
Okay,
guys.
guys. Before we Karida, can you please stop your share screen?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we leave this room, let's take a picture together. Make sure that you strike
Yay.
your best pose, because I know that you guys want to be appear on busy Instagram, right?
Of course.
Yay! One, two, wait. One, two,
Eh,
three. Again. One, two, three. Okay, thank you very much. That's
Thank you so
very
much,
great.
guys.
That's very amazing class.
Thank you,
If
Rida.
you want to
Thank
catch
you,
up
Thank
with
you.
Karida,
Thank
you
you,
Thank you,
can.
Thank
everyone.
you,
Have a nice
everyone.
weekend.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Have a
You
nice
too.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
And what?
Bye. See
Thank
Bye,
ya.
you,
guys.
everyone.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining our group,
Bye.
our class.